academic year. We welcome you to the University of Energy and Natural Resources. We are barely 10 years, but we have a great tradition, prestige, and influence in the higher education community in Ghana. It is our pleasure to welcome you officially to the university and to the orientation program for all of you. I think at this stage I will ask that I take my nose mask off. But I still encourage all of you to respect all the protocols regarding COVID-19 on and off campus. This morning, our orientation is going to take the form of some resource persons coming to give you important information as to how you are going to find your way on and around campus. Now, first of all, I will give a general introduction. I welcome you to the university. There will be the Dean of Students who will continue with your responsibility as a junior member in the University of Energy and Natural Resources. Then we have also the Acting Director of support academic work on campus. After that, there will be an introduction to the UNAIR online management system. With the onslaught of COVID-19, online teaching and learning is now taking shape, and so some part of your academic work will be online. From there, we will have another presentation from the Acting Director of Quality Assurance and Academic Planning Directorate, who will give you some information on academic quality assurance in the university. From here, we will take a break and then continue at 1:20, where we will do something on your health on campus, especially during the COVID-19 era, and then examination in the university and its significance. Once again, good morning and welcome to the orientation program. Now, the University of Energy and Natural Resources was established in 2011 by an act of parliament as an autonomous university, and the main campus here in Sunyani. Now, if we look at the inauguration of the university in 2012, 154 pioneering students were matriculated here. The university was officially inaugurated, and ever since, academic work has commenced here in earnest. We have a campus in Doma, that's Doma Hinkro. Now, that campus was also established somewhere around the 2014-2015 academic year. And so as we have you here, we have some of your colleagues in Doma Hinkro who are there in the schools of Agric and Technology and the School of Geosciences. Now, in 2016, we had our maiden graduation, where the pioneering students of 154 graduated. And ever since, we have held about 5 graduation ceremonies, during which several students have graduated. Now, let's go through some facts and figures. Now, the university was established in 2011, as I've already mentioned, and it is the first public university that was in the Denbron Ahafo region. Now we are in the Bono region after the region was split into Thing 3. Transparency, innovation, creativity, commitment, integrity, freedom of thought, respect for conservation of natural resources and energy, and also partnership with all our stakeholders. Now, once you are here, these core values should guide you in all your undertakings on and off the university campus. Now, we have our logo here, which is a beautiful one. Anywhere you see this, you have to see this is your university logo. This logo is a shield which has a globe in it and imposed on a river which is passing through, and you see the brown which represents the soil, and all these have their significance. They represent something. And so as you go, we have provided a link. You can read further and know what these logos stand for and all the things you have to know about the university. Now, continuing with our facts and figures, the university currently has a staff strength as of the 2019 data, 429 staff, made up of 191 teaching staff and 238 non-teaching staff. We have 11 diploma programs, we have 28 undergraduate programs, and 22 graduate programs, which cut across MSc, MPhil, and PhD programs. Now, as of 2019, the student strength was 6,947, 500 master and PhD students, 5,724 undergrad in diploma schools. Now, on the Sunyani campus, we have the School of Natural Resources, Engineering, Sciences, Management Sciences and Law, and then School of Graduate Studies. When we go to the Domahim-Kro campus, we have Schools of Agriculture and Technology and Geosciences. Now, let's look at our orientation program. An orientation program is an important aspect of your university life. This is how we usher you into the university community and take you through aspects of academic life, welfare, non-academic life, security issues, channels of communication, health and wellness, financial aid, and some other more. Now, one important thing which all freshmen have asked questions is how do they register? How do they register? I am going to come to this slide after this presentation and take you through step by step how you are going to register your courses. Now, there is going to be another ceremony, which is matriculation. This is where you are officially accepted into the university community as a junior member in Status Populari. So you are going to be matriculated. Now it is slated for Saturday, February 27, 2021. The form it is going to take and all other information will be communicated to you. Now, as you are here, there are some key offices which you have to know and their function, so that if you need anything, you can quickly get their assistance. Now, if you look at the offices, I have the offices of the Dean of Students, Counseling, Library, Academic and Students Affairs Division, Security Services, and the University Health Services, and the Students Representative Council. This is an important student governance structure which you have to know. Now, when we go to the Dean of Students office, it takes care of all student welfare issues, mostly non-academic, but sometimes even academic issues also come to play. The Dean of Students is going to be your father here, and is going to define what we call the locus parentis, which is just operationalizing what senior members should act as parents of you students on campus. Counseling issues are important. So there is going to be the counseling, we have the counseling unit where you can go and then have counseling services. The library is one place which will be your friend from now onwards. You need to be there and find all information. For all that I'm stating here, when you go to the website, especially the library has its own site where you can visit and know what we have there. Academic and Students Affairs, we deal with so many aspects of student life. We look at academic issues and even some non-academic issues. Now, we work with all the schools and departments in making sure that your admission processes. So if you know admission processes are taken there, we have examinations and student and academic services, which include issues of transcript, introductory letters, and English proficiency, among others. Now, security is an important aspect of a university life. As you are here, there are also some bad guys who are going to take advantage of the situation. They are everywhere, but we have the men on the ground to make sure that, say, a campus is safe for you. Now, we are going to have people from all these offices who are going to take you through what you have to know. The University Health Services is important than ever. Health is wealth. And so as you come here, we have the University Health Services where all your health needs will be taken care of. Now, as I come to the end of this session, I will want to take you through the numbers and contact of the Academic and Student Affairs Division under the registrars or in the registrar's office. Now we have our emails and also our telephone numbers. We have an active WhatsApp platform where all issues are taken and addressed. Now, as you join us, you need not to come to the office physically. Whatever you need, you can take any of these numbers or telephone numbers and then email addresses and contact us. Now, let me take you back to registration. Now, before registration, there are a few things you have to know. Now, when I take you to the university website, this website is going to be the master notice board, which you have to always visit. Visit the website before you go to any office, because most of the things you may go to offices physically are on the university website. I want to take you through how the registration is going to happen. Now, your registration is important because that is where you sign up to courses which we are going to take. And I want to emphasize that there is a difference between a course and a program. Your program is where you have several courses put together to form a program. So the courses are more or less what you call subject, mainly at the senior high school level. Here they are courses. So don't come and say that I want to change my course when you want to say you want to change your program. Anyway, we do not change programs at this stage. So for all students, when you go to the university website, go to students. When you go to students, now the drop-down has two things. We have students portal and student downloads. I want to take you to students portal. We have regular, weekend, postgraduate, resource checker, and student records update. Before I take you to the registration, I want to tell you something. Some of you registered with telephone numbers from internet cafes. Some of you registered with email addresses of internet cafes. A funny thing is when a student said he doesn't have an email address because he was asked to pay 50 Ghana cedis before an email address could be opened for him or created for him. Now, what we are going to say is that you go to the student records update section and then update records. Update records. Now, when I take you there, I want to open what we have there. When you go to that side, just check on option, study option. And then for you, you are regular student. So click on regular. And then here you have your exam reference number. When you search, it allows you to change things like your gender. Maybe when you were applying, you were male, but now you are female. And or you were the other way around. Now it's unfortunate we do not have the MSN here, but you can change aspects which include your email address and then also your telephone numbers. These are important because when you want to do your registration and other things, we do it through your email addresses or your telephone numbers. So before you do anything, if you know you use someone else's contact address or email address, please, you will have to come here first and update your record before you go back to the registration site. Now, when you go to the registration portal, because you are a regular student, I will encourage you to go to regular. You click on regular. Now, when you click on regular, you find this page opening. UNE Undergraduate Students Information System. This is where all these activities are going to take place, regards to your examination results and also your registration of courses. Now, because you are new students, you are not in here already, you do not have a username and password. You do not have a username and password. What you have to do is to go to Forgot My Password. Now, when you click on Forgot My Password, this appears, which tells you to reset your password. Now, the reset your password is where you provide your index number or your reference number, which starts with 20090 or 91 or 92. Once you do that here, click on Send. When you click on Send, it is going to push to you your username and password. These are what you are going to use to do your registration of courses. Now, when you get these details on your phone number, you have to come here, you put the username here, and then your password, which have been sent to you, and on you go. You are ready to register. For most of the courses, they are predetermined, so you do not need at this stage as freshmen to select different courses. Mostly it is predetermined. So you go there and you do your registration. When you finish, there is what we call the proof of registration. Proof of registration, which is key. Please print a copy of the application form and take it to your department. Your HOD or program coordinator will sign, and you also sign. And keep a copy of this proof of registration, because if anything happens later on, we will have to consult this proof of registration. It is important. Some banks, some banks will even need a proof of registration before they accept your introductory letter to create an email for you. So you need to print a copy, get it endorsed so that you can take it around. So students, I'll take you back to my slides where I will want to tell you something about our student handbook. Now, the student handbook is going to be more or less your first book and the last book. This is what contains all the rules and regulations on examination and all the other things all the other routes you can take here when there is an issue. It includes channels of communication, how to defer a program, and all other matters, even relating to living in the university halls or hostels. I will encourage you to go to the university website and download a copy, read as you wait for lectures to commence. Please read and understand whatever is there. At the appropriate time, there will be platforms where you can put questions and then receive answers during student management or student staff consultative meetings where some of these activities are undertaken. So students, once again, I will welcome you to the university and assure you that your stay here is going to be the game changer. As I said, we are barely 10 years, but our tradition is prestigious among all the universities in Ghana. Our name is everywhere, and your stay here is going to be great. But this will not come if you do not put in the hard work. Now, Longfellow said that heights by great men achieved and kept were not just by the night, but whilst their companions were asleep, they were toiling in the night. As you come here, you have to fancy, as people say it, you have to fancy hard work pays. Now, our motto is knowledge, integrity, impact. Before you are able to operationalize this, you need to do your best. You need to put in the hard work. Whoever has achieved success without hard work probably has not worked. Thank you so much.